I'm sitting here in the Lady Gregory suite of the Intercontinental Hotel with Westlife. Hello guys, how are you doing?
Hello. How are you?
Nice to see you, and congratulations. It's great to see you back again. How does it feel for you? Is it better this time around than it was the last time?
You know, it feels amazing. I think, you know, the whole reunion, the whole comeback, the last year of our lives, I think, you know, we kind of feel like the reception that we've received from everyone around the world, especially at home here in Ireland, has just been incredible. And, you know, I think we never really imagined it to be anywhere near as big or as special feeling as this. Yeah. But it just really does feel special. It feels like, you know, we're back doing what we should be doing. Yeah. It feels like, you know, the band that we've become and the band that we are, you know, the few years away from it and then coming back to us made us realise what it is that we truly have and how much we love doing it.
Yeah. Know? Well, I mean, like, you know, people have very strong opinions about what we're called boy bands, but there's a great likability factor about Westlife for some reason. I think everybody, there's a lot of goodwill towards you. I think when they heard you were coming back, they said, yeah, that's good, that makes sense, or whatever, you know.
Cool. Yeah, no, I mean, like, to be honest with you, I think pop music in general, like, it's never meant to be taken too seriously, and I think with us we don't take ourselves too seriously, you know. Don't get me wrong, some people come up to us and tell us some really deep stories about, say, Flying Without Wings or You Raise Me Up and everything like that. The thing is, like World of Our Own and looking like that, it's just all fun, you know. It's kind of like, it's music that the family can all enjoy together, instead of, like, you know, taking ourselves seriously and thinking we're all cool and stuff.
So Shane, who made the first phone call? How did you get back? Like, I mean, what
myself and Keane actually went for dinner a couple of years ago, and we hadn't seen each other in 3 or 4 years. It took a few pints before we actually spoke about it.
Right.
So we met up. I mean, genuinely hadn't seen each other. We went out with our wives, Gillian and Jodie, and went for a few pints, and then ended up having a couple of more pints, and then it was like, the Westlife days. And then you started kind of reminiscing on everything, and it was amazing. And then nothing really happened then for about 6 months.
But then I came to Shane's solo gig in the Olympia.
Any good?
Yeah, no, it wasn't actually. He was missing the three of us badly.
I was missing 3 people.
I had a couple of beers or fizzy pops. And myself and a friend of mine, we went in, and when he got into the box, then Caroline Downey and Louis and Joanne Bourne were there, and Louis couldn't believe. He was like, "Oh my God!" And he started shouting. You know, the Olympia started shouting to the stage, "Shane, look who it is!"
And I'm in the middle of a show.
What's going on there?
Fire!
The fans started screaming. It
was a funny moment.
Yeah.
At that stage, then that was about a year after myself and Keenan met, and then we all met up in Nicky's house, and it was the first time we were together properly in a room since Crow Park.
Yeah.
Which was kind of, you know, it was kind of mad, the whole thing, you know, for the first meeting, you know, but we got on so well within 5 minutes.
Well, firstly, I had to clean the house from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
But we had a great chat, and then we all kind of, that was it. From that was maybe 6 months before we announced the Crow Park show.
But that was a really interesting meeting, because we'd spoken kind of on the phone going, let's have this meeting. And then when we met in my house, I think for all of us, we didn't really know, you know, we had to gauge everybody's expectations, you know, see the whites of people's eyes and go, what do you want from a reunion? What do you want? And I think what we learned that day was we all wanted the same thing, which was, obviously we wanted to tour again. I think we all agreed that we would love to make an album again.
Then Croke Park. Like, I mean, that's now, I think Ticketmaster have announced that now as the hottest ticket
we heard that,
2019.
Really,
which is, I mean, that must be very satisfying.
But it really is, I think, for all of us. When I saw that on social media the other day, I thought, did we ever think we could get back and do some sort of tour? Yes, of course, because there was did we ever think Crow Park and Ticket of the Year? This is a really proud couple of weeks, you know, for us.
But it was a proud weekend too. I think that them 2 days kind of really, I suppose it was like the whole reunion in 2 days, you know, really showed what I suppose Westlife meant to people, how many tickets there was there, 2 nights or whatever. But we looked out at that, it was kind of like the best moment. For me anyway, it was definitely the best moment of Westlife, without a doubt.
So you've announced more gigs now. You're doing a stadium tour next year in 2020 as well. So tell us about that.
Well, I think the big thing for us is obviously the comeback has been way bigger than we anticipated. And the big thing about Westlife's reunion is that we don't just want to feel like we did the way it was before, where it was like album tour. We want everything to be special. We want everything to feel like it's a proper event rather than just continuing on as a band. The idea came up about doing something different in Ireland, and obviously we've never really done anything major outside of Dublin. So we've done Sligo a few times, and we've done the Marquee in Cork. So Páirc Uí Chaoimh came up as the conversation.
Great venue.
We just wanted to make it again something special. So for Ireland, it's Páirc Uí Chaoimh. For the UK, it's Wembley Stadium, and lots of stadiums around the UK. And it just feels like, again, doing something special rather than just shipping out another tour and just going again, you know.
It's great, but it's like as if you're now doing it on your terms. You're deciding.
The major thing for us in the reunion,
and I think you see that. I think we're over everything now. I think we probably lost our way in the past. If you knew us as people, and you probably did over the years, we were normal lads. But when you saw some big TV shows, we were almost in black suits and singing ballads, and then people who never went to see a Westlife show, associated us constantly with suits and cover songs, and I think when there was a lot more personality there. So I think this time around, that's where we're at now.
Mark, you brought out an independent album, and I love your voice. I think
thank you very much.
Fantastic, very soulful voice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're all. Well, that's
what's wrong with my voice, Ian?
No, but that's it. No, but I mean, that's different.
So Mark's the favourite. It's all right, Ian. It's all right.
So, did you enjoy that process? Are you happier to be back with the guys?
It's weird because it wasn't that long ago, but it feels like a completely different, I suppose, era. Yeah, it feels like a lifetime ago. It's quite a dark album because look, where I was at in my life at that time, all of a sudden Westlife was gone. I was in a long-term relationship and that ended, and so it wasn't my brightest, shiniest, light-hearted moment in life. And now I'm fantastically happy. But I've had some coffee as well. So
and you're a brand new daddy, everybody. Yeah.
But that was it was a good experience. Like for me, the one thing I wanted to do after the end of the band was just, I don't know, see what I was capable of as an individual without all of the big, I suppose, big labels and big this and big that. Yeah. By the time the album was out, I was kind of not over the album, but like it's weird. Sometimes like you finish making the album and then you're promoting it then like a few months later.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like,
that was a few months
and
ago.
I'm actually in quite a happy place now.
And Shane, you also released a couple of brilliant albums.
It was, I suppose it was weird trying to, come out of a band as big as Westlife and try and do something on your own, but it was a great experience. I made a few albums, I toured a lot around the world and did a lot of stuff, and enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I think what I suppose when we split up as a band, I think individually what it's done for us over the last 7 years is made us all individually, I think, more fulfilled or more happier. We've seen, I suppose, life without Westlife, and life with Westlife is a very special thing, and we have a very special connection as a band, which is
I think with before the cameras and the microphone started rolling, you can hear that you all get on really well with each other, and there's great chemistry between you, which is great,
Honestly, that is the one natural thing about us, is that, like, I don't think we could sit here and fake if we weren't getting on. I mean, we probably would just have to, like, call it quits or whatever, because there is a very genuine, natural friendship between us all.
I find myself when I'm around the lads is like all we do is have the crack and have the laugh, and it's always constant banter, it's constant jokes, nothing is too serious. When we get together and kind of go off on tour and whatever, it just seems to be a bit of a party. It's time off.
That's pretty good.
Our new holiday.
And Mark, the lads were mentioning that you've a new baby now.
Yes, absolutely. Layla is
Layla. What a lovely name.
She is 8 weeks old now. I keep kind of catching myself saying my family now, because it's changed to sort of just me and Kaylin to we have a family now, and it just all feels very grown up, which is great though. I mean, I'm very much happy to be where I am right now, and here at this table with you, but also in life, Wow.
That was kind of profound, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, very nice.
I'm such a deep person.
Cian, you've worked with people like Lulu, Diana Ross, who's coming back, doing a tour, Mariah Carey, down through the years, huge success. Is there anybody else now you'd like to do a duet with?
It's interesting, because obviously making this album, lots of ideas came up about duets, and I think we really wanted to stand on our own 2 feet with this record. Obviously, as time goes on, there's lots of little ideas floating around. But as it stands at the minute, we're just kind of happy, with this album, being out this week, and
Well, I'm sure if Adele gave you a call,
if Adele gave a call, but
Dua Lipa,
there will be something. There will be something quite cool to do something with Ed. I have to say, because he seems so like kind of obviously naturally already involved with this album, but also moving forward, he kind of almost feels like he could be one of the lads.
I've seen he's opened a pub in London. I've seen that.
Has he?
Yes, I've seen it on Tinternet yesterday.
That's something we should do, is open a pub.
So it's obviously true.
No, Nicky,
we'd never
that's
leave
the worst
it.
thing we could do.
Nicky has a pub in his house. You could just open that to the public.
Have you?
There's a little bar in the house. Do you know I had I do have a pub now.
It's like
funny story
you
about
got draft, have you?
Yes,
Oh my
But
God.
very funny story about the pub was.
License plates and everything.
Have you got
Yeah.
upside down spirits?
Yes.
Oh my
but
God.
But it only opens at Christmas time, right?
Yeah.
And I always used to get kegs in for
That's opened a few times.
both.
Have you got? Hang on. Have you got bass?
I do. This is part of the story. So I always get Bass for birthday, and I always used to get Guinness for my dad, right? And obviously my dad's not with us anymore, but I still get the Guinness because.
very good.
Anyway, so you never finish it over the Christmas period. So I usually get in January. Usually get my friends in, all the lads over,
right.
and
Finish the
everyone
kegs.
finishes the kegs.
Messy.
About 7 years ago,
That's in January.
there was about 15 of my closest lads, maybe not 15, maybe 10. And after a few drinks, there was a bit of an altercation. And next of all, Georgina came down the stairs. This is what I meant. Lads, this is actually my house. Like this is not.
This
So
is not a
the
pub.
guards couldn't have broke it up quicker. I have to tell you. As soon as Georgina, all the lads realised. Oh, actually, my house. So it's been closed ever since. So I don't have a license now. Only on Christmas Day is when the license opens.
Very good. One other thing, right? Now
nothing.
you can say no to this if you want to. When people come in to me on the show, like the stunning Aslan, Wild Youth, they sing. Yeah. Right? So you can sing, can't you? They normally change the words of the song, right?
Okay.
So I've been challenged by my team.
Let's do it.
They've actually rewritten one of your
Oh, have they
hits.
done it already?
They've rewritten one of your hits. Oh, don't worry, I wasn't going to ask you to make anything up. You know Mandy?
Ah, we love man.
We've heard of it.
Okay. No, you
One
can-
line each, lads, yeah?
Ladies and gentlemen, Westlife.
He never hits the news on time.
He's on weekdays from 7 till 9.
Caught up in a world.
Of Sheeran and Grande, Westlife on his mind.
They came to meet him.
That's handy.
Oh, we know when you play us, you make us so
happy. Don't cut off the end of the song. Oh, we know when you think of the royalties we're making. We need you today. Oh,